Our project today is called Artist Mashup. We're going to learn about these two artists, Dwayne Theivo and Yayoi Kusama. We're going to talk a little bit about some vocabulary that we're going to be relating back to our work. And then at the end, we're going to create a unique artwork inspired by both of these artists. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at these artists and their styles so that we can better understand them. So Dwayne Theivo is a pop artist. He is best known for his dessert paintings. And you'll be able to see that, like me, he loves desserts. So there is cakes. He also did ice cream, gumballs, things that are in glass. And the main thing about him is that he did a lot of them. So there's a lot of repetition or rhythm and pattern in his artwork. And there's also a lot of art that is just like this. Slices of cake, lots of gumballs, lots of different kinds of ice creams, and lots of cake. Okay, so our other artist is Yayoi Kusama, and her artwork that we're going to look at is her installation artwork, which means that instead of it just being on the wall, it is an entire room and an entire experience. So as you can see, her main thing is that she does these dots, which for her are very symbolic. Here's another one where she plays with light and darkness and reflective surfaces to make an experience for the viewer. Here's a really cool one that's called an infinity room, where she uses mirrors and these suspended lights to create the feeling of these dots going back into infinity. And look, there's the real Mrs. Dykes from 2008 actually visiting one of those exhibitions. So let's talk about what we just saw in some of their artwork. These are elements and principles. Remember, those are like our ingredients for art. And the ones we're going to concentrate the most on are form, pattern, and rhythm. So form, as we saw in the other artworks, form could be the form of a cake or the form of a 3D room. Pattern and rhythm are going to relate to our repetition, our seeing lots of dots, or having many cakes. Now, other elements and principles can apply to this project as well, but these are the three that we're going to concentrate the most on.
For what art materials you use, I would suggest using markers, crayons, or paint, so that way it's easier to make dots, but you can choose.
All right, so for our drawing, we're going to be drawing a 3-scoop ice cream cone. So you want your paper to be tall, up and down, and at the top, you're going to draw our first scoop, which is going to be like a rainbow arch. Underneath of it, from the edge, you're going to put your pencil down, and then you're going to make a bubble kind of outward and make a bumpy line that goes around to the other side. Now, that's going to be our top scoop. To make our next scoop, we need another arch, but it's going to be hidden a little bit. So underneath of it, we're going to do one curved line out one way and one curved line out the other way. Underneath again, you're going to do that bumpy line that's kind of like a little cloud in a way. I want you to do 2 or 3 of these, so I'm going to do a third one, but you want to leave a little room at the bottom for the cone. All right. So for the cone, I'm going to make a little point at the bottom. I'm going to draw 2 lines that go from each side of my ice cream so that way the cone can hold it. And then if you want to, you can do diagonal lines across the cone one way. And then you can do it the other way, crossing those so that you can make kind of like a waffle cone. All right, so there's our ice cream. Now we're going to color it, and you can use markers, you can use crayons. Think about what colors you want to use. And remember, one artist really had to do with desserts, and then the other artist had really to do with polka dots and bright colors. So you're going to choose bright colors, and we're first going to do the ice cream. So I'm going to outline my first ice cream scoop with a bright color. Then inside of that ice cream scoop, I'm going to do lots of You guessed it, dots. Until my entire scoop looks like it's full of the same colored dots. Okay, choose different colors for each scoop. And on the inside of each of those, do different dots. You can do different size dots. You can do all the same size dots. I would just keep them the same color though as your outline, so that way it looks like one kind of unified ice cream scoop. So since I'm doing purple with this one, I could do other purples. Now choose next one. And my colors kind of match, but that's my decision. Kind of wanted these colors to be related to each other. Now this is a good time to remind you, your artwork does not have to look exactly like mine. In fact, I want your ice cream to be different, so that way when I'm looking at all your beautiful ice cream cones, that there is a variety and it's interesting, and if you want to do colorful dots, do colorful dots. It's up to you. Okay, for my cone, I'm just gonna outline my lines. You can put dots on this if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but you can totally do it. And now that I have my beautiful dotted ice cream, I'm going to make a background that makes it stand out. So I'm going to do big dots and little dots in different colors. Now, the reason before I said that I was going to do the ice cream one color per scoop is that I want those to kind of look one way, and then my background, I want it to look another way. So the difference will be that my scoops are one color each, but then my background, I'm actually going to do lots of different colors. That way my ice cream kind of stands out. So when you're coloring yours, maybe think about how you can make your background dots different than your ice cream dots so that your ice cream still stands out and it's the main event. Okay, I'm going to probably add one more color after this. So make as many dots as you would like and make as many colors as you would like. One thing I didn't do that you could do if you wanted to was I didn't color anything really in with like a background color. If you do that, choose either to like color it in lightly, or like I would maybe color this in with the big areas with a color pencil if I wanted to make actual like areas of color. But that is really up to you.
All right, I hope you enjoyed making ice cream with me today using lots of patterns. And until next time, have fun creating.